Hello, Droza for Untitled Gaming. Here we are at the Game Expo now. I've got Dolven. Dolven is something I've seen last year's TGX and at PAX as well, and I've seen the evolution now. It's not just a computer game now, it's not just a video game, you've got the card game out now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's basically an extension of the computer game, but it's sort of become its own thing now, right? So we went through a couple of iterations, but basically we just started out with cutting out a whole bunch of cards on a bit of paper, writing down the mana cost and the rune count, and just playing it a few times with family. And then we made the first edition, which we sort of gave out a little bit more to people at PAX. And now this is like the sort of release edition now. And yeah, it's sort of evolved into its own little world as well. We've got a whole lore around it. And so it's almost like a side shoot that's turned into its own little universe. So
that's Dolven Rune's Gambit?
That's right. There are links. There are links between the PC game and the card game, mostly in the lore. But with the card game, you can actually, as in the PC game, you can actually form hands. So you can make kind of like poker hands in the game. You can also do that in the card game as well. So we've sort of taken a lot of the mechanics from that original from the PC game and sort of fed them into the card game as well. And right now we've got a special at TGX and going forward where when you buy the card game, you can also comes with the PC game as well for the package. Yeah, so
that's quite impressive to say the least. Now I just want to know what your thoughts are on TGX. It's one of those things. You were here last year.
Yeah.
You've seen it kind of grow, and from PAX, it's obviously the light version of PAX.
Yeah.
A bit more game friendly. You've got a bit more space. You're not crammed in.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on TGX?
Look, I think it's actually really great. I mean, PAX is fantastic because it's got so many people coming through, but you are flat stick the whole time. This one, I think they're really quite focused on indie developers. Like we're going for drinks afterwards. We've got a big space here, obviously, as well. And it just feels a little bit more relaxed kind of an atmosphere rather than PAX. I won't say, I'll definitely still go to PAX because that's, huge. But this feels a bit more homely, more chance to talk to people like yourself, mate. And sort of get along and meet people, take it a bit easier.
Now, finally, I just want to know, what advice have you got for anybody wanting to get into the game development, or they've got a video game that can be transferred into other medias, whether it's a card game or board game? What's your advice for those?
Okay, so I think the biggest piece of advice I would say is get involved, right? So don't sit there watching YouTube videos and tutorials all your life. I mean, it's good to learn little things like that. Get out there and talk to people. Come to events like this. Meet up with other developers and people that can help you. And try and just surround yourself with people who are essentially more talented than you are. That's what I try and do. And then eventually, you'll hopefully some of that'll rub off. And you'll create something with someone else. So, yeah.
Thank you. This has been Untitled Gaming, and this has been Dolven and Dolven Rune's Gambit. Steam wishlist.
Steam, yeah.
And any other websites?
Kickstarter as well. We're on Kickstarter for this one, for the Rune's Gambit. Yeah.
Check it out.